Losing a pet is like losing a piece of your heart. If you're struggling with grief, you're not alone. At mydogdied.com, we understand the pain and are here to support you. Visit us today and find comfort, guidance, and a community that cares. We received a letter from someone who has lost their pet and have allowed us to share their story so that it will help other listeners deal with the loss of their pet. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. Hello, dear friends. I'm Don Barnes, and today on mydogdied.com, I'm holding a letter close to my heart, one sent in by Laura, a 58-year-old from Pacific Grove, California. Laura recently lost her beloved Ruby, a 12-year-old Lakeland Terrier. As I read her words, I invite you to pause, breathe, and sit beside us for a moment of remembrance. Dear Don, Ruby was my world, not just a pet or a companion, but truly the rhythm in my day, the warmth in my home, and often the reason I smiled, especially on hard days. She had epilepsy for the last few years of her life. The seizures would come like storms, sudden, frightening, and always leaving us both shaken. But Ruby, my brave girl, always bounced back. She'd rest her head on my knee afterward, and somehow she'd flash that signature look, what we used to call her smile. She really did smile back at me, Don. I know it sounds odd, but I swear her eyes would crinkle, and her lips would lift just slightly whenever I came into view. It was our secret language, one I didn't need anyone else to understand. We shared quiet mornings together. Ruby liked routine. She'd nudge my elbow at 6:45 a.m. sharp for her breakfast and wait patiently as I made tea. Then we'd walk by Lover's Point, where she'd prance a little, showing off for passersby like she owned the whole bay. In truth, she did own a piece of my heart I'll never get back. The night she passed was gentle, and I take some comfort in that. She had a seizure in her sleep, and by the time I reached her, she was already still. I was devastated, of course, but grateful she didn't suffer. She had spent her last day sunbathing on her favorite rug, eating scrambled eggs, and, yes, flashing me that smile just before she curled up to nap. I didn't know where to turn in the days after. The house was so quiet, too quiet. I found myself talking to her out loud, expecting her to shuffle in from the next room. The silence echoed painfully. Then, late one night, I stumbled upon mydogdied.com. I read a letter from someone else, a man who had lost his dog to cancer. And something about your voice, Don, the way you held space for his grief, made me feel less alone. That night, I sobbed freely, and for the first time I felt seen. That's when I knew I wanted to write to you, not to get over Ruby, but to honor her. Thank you for giving us a place where dogs are more than pets. Their family and their lives, no matter how short, are sacred. With gratitude, Laura, oh Laura. Thank you for sharing Ruby with all of us. I could almost feel that morning sun on her fur and see her mischievous little grin. The love you shared shines through your words like a beam of Monterey light. It's moments like these that remind me why I do this. Each letter is a love story. Each name, Ruby, Maggie, Leo, Zoe, is someone's whole heart. We often underestimate just how deeply our dogs know us, reflect us, and sometimes even save us. And when they go, the silence they leave behind is almost unbearable. But Laura, by writing this, you've given Ruby a kind of forever. Anyone who listens now knows of a little Lakeland Terrier with a smiling face and a huge heart, who lived by the sea and was adored by a woman who saw her as magic. Let's all take a moment to smile back at Ruby today. Until next time, I'm Don Barnes. If you're grieving, remember, love doesn't end. It changes shape, but it's always there.
Your love for your pet never fades, and neither should your support. If you're grieving, don't go through it alone. Visit mydogdied.com or call us at 855-925-2658 and connect with those who truly understand. Healing starts here. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. If you have a story that you would like to tell us, email us your stories at mydogdied@gmail.com.